Welcome to Trauma Bonding.
You shit asses. I don't know, you might be a shit ass, you might not be. To be determined.
You're probably a shit ass.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for it. Here we are. So, do you want to talk about yourself? What's your name?
I don't have one.
Well, this is Amber, everybody.
Oh,
She,
shit, I do have a name. What I do have is a stain on my ceiling the shape of a mushroom, and it's driving me crazy.
We're going to have to video the next time. We'll show people the mushroom stain.
I just noticed it.
And it's kind of cute for now until it gets bigger.
Yeah.
Then it's going to look like a penis.
Why would you do that to my mushroom?
Because I just thought of a penis. Fucking shit. Anyway, so this is Amber. I'm Taylor.
She's Taylor. I'm late.
We're bad at this, but we have a lot of shit to talk. We've been friends for how many years now? Too many.
17? No, like 19.
That's fucking crazy.
We're old.
It's like the longest relationship I'll ever be in my life.
Same.
At this point, nobody's out doing this.
They can't.
No.
They can't compete.
No, because you're stuck. It is what it is. I'm about to be 32.
I'm making a racket for no reason.
Killed my phone.
Oopsie. I am 32.
3 children. One of them you can probably hear in the background. Amber has none. How does it feel being friends with somebody that has a circus and you have, my monkey's your circus?
It depends on the day of the week. If my dumpster's empty, it feels pretty great.
My kids have never went in a dumpster. Just so y'all know.
Disclosure. We do not advise you throwing your children in a dumpster.
Yeah, please don't do that. People go to jail for that.
We can threaten it, though.
We can. Can we?
Yes.
Nobody come for me. They probably will anyway. So
I have a problem here. It's me.
I mean, it's trauma bonding, so we have a shit ton of trauma. When should we trauma dump? Should it be at the beginning?
No.
That's like a lot. That's a lot to go into.
It's a lot to unpack.
I mean, none of us have dads.
None of us.
I was including one of my children in that too. Oh wait, no, two.
Two of the kids.
Yeah, one of them.
I mean, deadbeat. Are we really?
Does it really matter
Doesn't
these
matter.
days? Don't date men from TikTok, ladies. Men, you probably shouldn't date women from TikTok either. That's a whirlwind.
I've been preaching that for a while now.
I had to
and
learn
now
that.
you're not even gonna take the advice. You're just
had-
gonna give it to
probably.
other people.
Somebody's gonna slide it. Hey. No, really, don't do it.
Hey, pretty lady.
Oh my god, we should go through my DMs. The DMs would be a very good thing to read. Guys, question for you. What makes you send the strangest things in people's DMs? Like, is it, this one's gonna get her? Because,
You know what does it for me? What really makes me laugh is the men that are so persistent and like every couple of weeks they just said, hey, good morning.
I love
hey.
the ones
and they
that,
keep it on for like 6 months and then eventually you get a paragraph about how shitty of a person you are. Those are my favorite.
Those are really good. But those are the ones where, okay, so somebody's done that and I've given them a chance and then they played me. I'm like, how were you so persistent
Until
in
they got
wanting
you.
to talk to me? And the second I'm like, you know what?
Let me give them
You're
a chance.
trying real hard, my dude. Let me just see what happens here. And then it's like, the fuck just happened?
They dip out immediately.
Like,
They just
crazy.
want, it's like, it's catch and release.
Or is it they catch me and they're like, this bitch is fucking fucked.
That's the ugly fish I've ever caught.
Put that one back.
I think it is a game of catch and release. Like, the people that go fishing just for sport,
But
they go out
also,
there on
I
their
don't
little
meet
boat,
up
they
with them
catch
as soon
'em.
as they want to.
Yeah.
That's the thing, too. Is I will not meet up with you as soon as you want me to. Because, 1, I have children. 2, it's probably not going to go anywhere. And so, once I'm, like, meeting you in person and hanging out, then I'm invested. And you men don't like investment.
What's funny to me is you get the ick from all of these random people and then let somebody be persistent and the ick goes away and you're actually interested and it takes you forever to actually get the ick back. Like, these men can say the most offhand shit.
Once
And
I'm
you're just like,
invested, though,
"Oh,
I'm like,
okay."
it's like we've got to, like, full send. Like, that's the thing. And that's where it sucks and where I have to, like, learn to be like, it's not even that I'm like, because whatever happens, it is what it is. But I've got to learn to not be so, I got to learn to be a shitty person. And not be invested in just one person. Not saying putting my eggs in everybody's basket. I'm just saying, like,
Over here like Pokemon, gotta catch them all.
throwing fucking balls at people.
Just, you've got to use the block button a lot better than you do.
A lot quicker than I
Yeah.
do. Because I do use it. It just takes me a minute.
Eventually.
But that's the thing that sucks is, like, because once I'm invested, I feel like, well, they could change their mind. They could, like, start doing better. They might start doing better. But really, they're just out here talking to all these other bitches, and I'm over here just sitting here waiting, like,
When's it gonna be my turn?
pick me. Ew, that's disgusting.
Oh.
I gave myself the fucking ick.
So you can give it to yourself, but you can't get it from them.
I do get it from them. But then I'm
Eventually.
like, I can fix it. If I just act like I don't care, they'll care. No, they just don't fucking
They
care,
don't
and they're not going to care. Amber's all happy and cute in a relationship and whatnot, so she just is along my ride of I'm gonna be alone forever.
You're not gonna be alone forever.
I just
Quit fucking with the TikTok man. Just.
okay, and I agree with that, but then I look around here. Does anybody else, probably the whole 3 people that are gonna listen to this, do you just look at people in your hometown and like think like that's gonna be the one? Because I don't.
Mm-mm.
Like, I'll be in Walmart or something, and I'm like, who? This is what we've got here?
And we're at that awkward age where nobody knows exactly how old we are.
Mm-hmm.
So they think...
Because we're in our 30s at this point. Like, when do we start looking like it?
I think what has messed people up is the 13, 14, 15-year-old kids are walking around looking like they're in their mid-20s. The people that are in their mid-20s
Yeah.
are walking around looking like they're in their upper 30s.
I don't know how these girls look like this, because I was not built like that.
I was not either.
What's in the chicken?
No.
I'm still not getting it.
No. It's the hormones.
Still walking around here looking like a 2x4.
See, I truly don't understand, but children today are not the same as children. Like, we looked 13 at 13. Like, we went through
100%.
those awkward stages.
But see, we think that, but then, like, I need to talk to people who are older. Like, I need to find out who my brother's friends were at that point, like, my older brothers.
Yeah.
Like, how old did I look when I was this age? Because I want to know. Because we think that we look 30s now. I wouldn't say 30. I would understand, like, maybe 20s.
Somewhere
But, like,
in the
late
20s,
20s.
yeah.
Not... Are
You're
you
not going to
18?
take a whole decade away from me, dude.
No, that's weird.
No, I don't. I think I look younger than I am, sure. But,
Mhm.
like, I am at least 25.
I don't think I look young enough for somebody to be like, can I see your ID?
Right.
Because even you still have to be 21 to, like, get things now. And I'm like,
We
I know.
We went to me pubs and we got carded for alcohol.
yeah, I'm like, I know I don't look under 21.
And I'm like pleading with the dude, like, I lost my ID, but here it is on
Can
the
you
website.
look online?
I'm so sorry. This my picture. This my birthday. Can I please have alcohol?
We didn't even finish those. That was sad.
That was sad.
That was my first drink in over a year, though. That was crazy.
Yeah. It was good, though. That was very
So good. We need to go back and do that again.
We do.
Next year, whenever
Yeah.
I'm kid free.
I think we decided it would be another decade.
Yeah.
10 years.
I'm not having any more kids, so hopefully it'll be sooner than that, you know?
Fair.
It's crazy. I don't know how people have kids and they're like mid 30s to late 30s, because I'm over here, I'll be 32. I'm dying.
Could you imagine if I had a kid right now?
No.
Yeah.
I think I could imagine you having a kid, because I think that you would be a great mom. It's always just been you.
Yeah.
We need a bus to go
We
anywhere.
would.
Yeah.
I mean, as it stands, we already need an SUV.
Exactly. It's crazy, though, because I was always the person that never wanted kids. And I love my kids. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I might change a baby daddy or two, but...
Or 3.
I'll keep the first one. Back then, I wouldn't have. I'd keep the first one, though.
I mean, I get that there's history there, and I understand how you feel
I think it's
about
just
it,
like the
but
fact that he's not here.
remember-
I was gonna say it's the fact that he's not here anymore. So I put all of the like bullshit to the side and focus on the good versus like all the shit that happened.
Yeah, see, I remember all of those phone calls and text messages and, like, just, I was on the third party end of it, like, looking outside the window, and,
God, my shitstorm for you. Imagine my phone calls with
it
the
was
second.
bad.
It was crazy.
The second one...
You know, it's a pattern. They've all been the same.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. I have a problem.
You do. You have a type, and it's narcissist.
I'm now
like,
blocking
truly.
everybody
Every
that
guy
tries to
that-
talk to me.
Any guy that you're like,
Any guy that I may like, I'm sorry, you are a shitty person.
As soon as
Fix
like
yourself.
there's the tiniest little inclination that you might be interested, you've got to just block them.
See, that's why like my soulmate is either on my block list or like somewhere in the DMs, and I'm just not responding. Or my soulmate is you know who, and I'm just over here like, damn it. I'm not. I'll tell you after this one.
I was
wish
not
that
ready for that.
I wish that reaction would have been on there. That's what I'm like. Damn it, man! But why?
You know, I think he would really be a good
I
and
know.
that's what's so bad. It's like of all of the people, that's the one that I want to root for, and he is
so
far in the friend zone. Like he couldn't climb out. If I gave him climbing gear and tried to lasso him up, like this dude.
Honestly, if somebody picked him up, if the Lord was like, Taylor, here, I'd be like, oh, but why?
Yeah, but he's so good.
He is, I swear. I'm terrible. If you're listening, I'm sorry. I don't know, man.
Message later.
Oh, fuck me. That's fun to deal with. I don't know. Why ruin a good thing?
It could be a better thing, though. Just hear me out for a minute. Every single relationship starts out as a friendship. Like, that's the
facts.
foundation.
100%, and I agree with that. But why? It's not, I don't have anything bad to say, except for one thing. Not that. But we're not going to say it on here, because that will be a dead giveaway. Yes. So that's like, I don't even care about that.
I do. Cause,
I don't. It is what it is.
This is...
But, I mean, it could be like one of the baby daddies, and he'll know whenever he hears
That
this.
is not where I thought you were going to go with that when you were doing this motion right here.
That is not. I wouldn't know.
And this is why we need video.
Dating in this generation sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't, you know what? It's not even this generation. I think it's just all together because, like, I haven't figured it out not one time.
I think
And I've been married.
Where we anxiety because my aunt has gone through some garbage, and you've got to think she is a solid 20 years older than us. Like, my aunt's 54.
Yeah.
And she has went through the ringer.
And I hate to blame social media because, honestly, it's a user error. But, like,
I think
why do
social
people
media
want
just
so
made
much
it
attention?
easier.
Well, it did, and people get attention. I mean, that's like you gain followers. TikTok, especially. We'll just talk about TikTok because that's where it's so easy to gain a following because anything can go viral.
Right.
It doesn't matter what it is. But it's like you get all these likes and stuff, and then you start getting the ego boost and the DMs and stuff. And I don't understand that mindset because I get the ick if you slide in my DMs.
And see, I don't understand people that want attention from everybody. Like, it seems to me like it means more when it's somebody that you love that's giving
That
you
is
attention.
like genuinely interested, only you.
Right. Somebody
Only
that
wants to
only
like
pulls up
compliment you. Everything. And I understand people do this thing and like TikTok's a money racket and all this other stuff or whatever. Like, cool, but like there's like levels.
for you. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, well, if this person doesn't think that I don't like them, then they're not going to like my stuff anymore. Who cares?
Move on.
Like,
I don't know
and
why we have
I
to keep
post on
strings attached to people that are irrelevant. Like, does it matter? Because there's nobody in my following list that, number one, I would notice if they quit following me. Like, there's
100%.
you, and there's my boyfriend, and there's my mother, and there's my
There's
stepdad.
a few people on there,
Like,
but those are the people that I speak to in real
daily.
life that I could pick up the phone and call.
Right. So, like, outside of that group of people, which I ain't got friends. So, like, outside of literally you, my boyfriend, and my immediate family, anybody in my following list could unfollow me, and it's not going to affect my life. Number one, I probably won't notice, but number two, I'm not going to be upset about it.
No.
And these people have built such a connection with all of these other people.
It's not even that they've built a connection. It's
They require
they
that
like
attention.
the attention because it's not even a genuine connection at that point.
I mean,
Because-
it depends on how far you take it. The likes are
But
one
it can't
thing,
be genuine a genuine connection if you have that connection with multiple people.
Yes.
That's where I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me.
I don't get it.
Because
but
I could
people do
never,
it.
I could not, like, once I, like, finally, and it takes me a minute to cave.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, it's doomed from the get-go.
Right. Like, I already don't trust you, and we haven't even
No,
talked yet.
like, I already think that you're talking to other people, because if you slid in my DMs, how many other people's DMs are you sliding into? And it's always I usually don't do this. No, you do this. Like, a lot.
And that's all. That's the number one go-to. I don't usually do this.
Well, and that's the thing. And, like, people can call me a hypocrite or whatever, because I post multiple times a day on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. But you also don't talk to people.
I don't. And I don't. There'll be, like, a DM or two that I'll respond to but it's usually females, where they're, like, telling me some kind of story. Or somebody will come in and it'll be a really nice message about they like my content and to always remember that I'm worth it or something like that. And then I'm like, hey, I appreciate you.
Right.
Like, but half the time I don't even respond to that, because then it tries to get turned into something, and I'm like, I don't like my phone blowing up.
Right.
I don't want to have to talk to that many people. And that's another thing, is I have 3 kids that have my time all of the time. I'm not just gonna give that time to somebody else. And that's why it takes me so long to cave too, because I have to, like, physically make time for somebody, and whenever that time's wasted, I get pissed.
Our food is here.
We'll be back. Okay. We stuffed our faces. We're not worth a shit now. I don't know
Yeah.
that I was really worth much to begin with.
I definitely will.
It's like that TikTok song. It's like, let me slam my head in the car door of my Honda Civic. That's how much I'm worth.
I don't think we're on the same side of TikTok.
I did that TikTok yesterday.
Oh, I have
It was
not
great.
seen it. I don't know that sound.
It's a good one. I love it. I actually really do enjoy TikTok. I shit on the people in there sometimes, but I guess shitty people. Honestly, I think that I know. Okay, so everybody has to pay for their phone, has to pay for the internet, right?
Uh-huh.
Why is there not, like, a weekly deposit for some people to be on the internet? Like, just because you pay for your phone, like, I don't think you should automatically gain access to internet.
So I don't think you should necessarily have to pay for, like, a subscription fee, but I do think the vast majority of things should come with, like, an IQ check.
Yeah, but
Like-
men lie.
We should do a CT scan. We should look
Do you
at your
remember that
brain.
time we did the narcissist test?
I had forgot about that. Maybe that's your problem.
I really need to start sending that link to all of the men that try to talk to me, and then be like, get back with me with your results. But then they would lie on it.
Yeah, they would. So it's one of those, you've got 30 seconds to send me the results or you're blocked.
Like, you immediately have, like, it took us a minute. That was a long test.
It was.
Okay, they have to screen share it. We'll FaceTime. Okay, guys. Not that any of you are actually interested in me anyway, but if you are, we're gonna have to figure out a way to FaceTime, and I'm not giving you my number because that's just weird.
Facebook
FaceTime.
Messenger? I don't think you can screen share on there, though.
You can screen share on Snap. I learned that
there
the
you
other
go.
day. Somebody told me about that. You know what? We're just not gonna date. Me, you already have a great relationship. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. Good job.
I don't know why he puts up with me. Like, he's so sweet, and I don't deserve that.
You do deserve it. You deserve it. You're just not used to it. You're waiting on him to fuck up. Sorry, Canada.
I don't even have a retort for that because I literally do that, but I'm not anymore. Like, I genuinely don't think he will.
I mean, he's done good so far.
Yeah.
So, good job, Canada. Proud of you. I'll find you.
She'll murder your family.
I will not.
I really wish we had a video so everybody could have seen that.
Yeah, there was we're actually not that crazy, y'all. I'm not actually that crazy. Well, damn.
I mean, no, I just use my words. I'm not a physically violent person.
I can never, well, okay, I say that, and so me and Amber go way back, as you guys know, 17, 11, 35 years back.
35?
Way before we were even in the womb. No, we go back, and high school was that's where we got real close, was high school.
That's also where she beat a bitch's ass.
That's also where I also seen a jail cell for the very first time. Yeah, so
it's also where I saw camel toe for the very first time.
I was not aware of what camel toe meant until we met her.
And then that word didn't even do it justice.
Moose knuckle.
She had a whole moose knuckle.
That's something else. You know what's really weird? Getting older, and then social media, the way that it's evolved, and TikTok, whenever you run across people that you went to high school with TikTok, I wonder what people say about mine.
Yours, I think,
that
is
one.
Yeah. See, yours is fine. Yours is like, it's a little...
I just bitch and whine on there,
It's
honestly.
like generic TikTok.
Yeah,
right?
I'm whining
like,
on there.
when your videos are what you expect to see on TikTok. What they post on TikTok is like NSFW, like...
upside down pineapple.
There's
craziness.
different websites for the things that they post, and... You know, of all of the things I never needed to see in my life, that was one of them.
The sound that made. That's not a walk. That's a
And we're done. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, so...
Not usually physically violent, but...
Yeah, no. Well, that really went off. But how did we go from, I'm not usually physical, to...
Thwop.
I don't know if anybody else is like that, or if anybody else is like, oh, I don't care if they follow me, kind of thing.
I get the ick from people that we went to school with finding my TikTok and trying to follow me. Like, there's a couple people that it doesn't bother me at all. Like, there was people that ran in different cliques. And like, some of them follow me and it's perfectly fine. Like, we were never friends. We were friends of friends, you know, so we knew each other, but we didn't hang out.
I can't do it.
So there's a couple of them that it truly doesn't bother me. But then there's the men. Like, girls I went to high school with following me on TikTok.
Okay, I do follow, like, one person we went to high school with, I think. I think it might be
3 that I can think of offhand. One of them I was really good friends with at one point, and we fell off. The other 2, like, one rode my bus, and one was her best friend.
Yeah.
So, like, I've got them, which is fine, but then, I don't know how to word this. When the leprechaun when the leprechaun pulled what the leprechaun pulled, like, that is the sole reason. Like, why?
And then came into my life. That was so weird.
So weird. And it's like,
literally,
we have been friends for so long, and we're still on each other's social media, and we're still on each other's TikToks. Why, when one ignores you, do you immediately?
We're clearly still friends.
Right. Like, you don't think we're going to talk about that?
Like, we're laughing at you, bro.
Anybody that we have known for a decade that interacts with us at all, if we run into you at a grocery store, we're going to tell each other. Right?
100%.
And what's funny is he knows exactly who he is. If he ever listens to this, he's going to know exactly who he is.
Don't be weird.
like, it's not even audacity at that point. It's not even a ballsy move at that point. Like, you're just stupid.
I'm just... Okay, I kind of want to know what he wanted. But then I also am like...
I didn't. As soon as it said that he was typing and I blocked him, I will never know.
Okay, but like... So I've removed people, and then I've seen them typing, and I'm like... A couple hours later, I'm like, man, I really want to know what they said. So then I'll go add back. But now I figured out that Snap sends a notification that so-and-so added you back.
Oh, that's just disrespectful. Allow me
Because
to
somebody
snooze
added,
in peace.
honestly, somebody added me back today. I didn't even know they deleted me. And I was like, I don't even care. I haven't talked to this person in years. So like, hey bro, how you doing? But like, we don't talk.
Right.
But it said today that so-and-so added you back. And I was like...
When did you delete me and why?
But now and then I'm like, my toxic ass just got caught for opening somebody's message.
So if you add them back, can you read the message? Mm-hmm. Hold the phone.
I feel like it's so easy to be sneaky on social media, but then again, like, it's so easy to get caught. Anyway.
It didn't show the message.
I guess this podcast is all about social media. Because that's just where it really went off to. I think I'm just like in my feelings about social media currently.
I truly think that social media has made it way too easy to get attention from people that are irrelevant. And people just don't value their own personal relationships above the people that they interact with on social media.
That's what's frustrating, because I know everybody's like, I'm different. But
Nobody's
I really
different.
feel like once I like establish like, hey, we're going to see where this goes, I'm not seeing where it goes with everybody else too. I'm not going to have the same conversations or speak to somebody else in the same way that I speak to that person.
Right.
And I'm going to watch what I say and watch what I do, especially on social media, because I don't want to put myself in a position where, one, I have to explain myself, two, it makes them look some kind of way or will make them feel some type of way.
Right.
Honestly, I don't ever post anything that I'm actually going through.
Yeah.
My head, like, every time I go to make a post, I'm like consciously like thinking about that, like,
how are they gonna feel about it?
is this gonna sound any kind of way? When in all reality, I shouldn't give a fuck.
Right. I mean, they don't.
Exactly. And so that's where, like, I just think I'm in my feelings about social media. I'm still going to be on the TikTok posting because that's just what I'm doing with my life right now.
I'm ready for social media to go away. And, like, honestly, if the government actually did do away with TikTok, I do not think that losing TikTok would be the worst thing for society. Honestly, I think everybody just needs to take a step back from social media.
Honestly, and, like, it's not going to happen, like, even with me, because, like, in my head, like, I wanted to take a step back from it so much, but it fills in my free time.
Like, exactly.
So, whatever I'm going through, because I'm fucking going through it at the moment, it blocks that out. Mm-hmm. And so, but, like, whenever they were talking about the TikTok ban and stuff, I'm like, please do it.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't either. It would be disappointing just because that is where I scroll and I scroll and I scroll.
Well,
but
Facebook
at the same
is
time,
boring.
I
Facebook
could pick
is
up a book.
Yeah, Facebook is like local, like whiny drama
The
crap.
same
Not that
people we went
TikTok's
to high
not,
school
but
with.
it's just, and then
At least TikTok's different people.
honestly,
It's
people we
different
don't
drama.
even know. But it's the thing too with TikTok is like, for like some people are gonna find out that like the people that they've like invested so much like energy into,
They do not care about them.
they're
at all.
going to drop them like a fucking sack of potatoes, and I want to see it. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to see those people hurt.
But at the same time, like,
but I
you're
want to be like,
investing.
okay, so I invested my time in you and it wasn't good enough, so you moved over here to this person who actually just does not give a fuck and is doing you the way that you did me. So now you're going to get dropped on your ass. And
what sucks though is that people are never smart enough to like correlate situations like that. So it's not like people actually
they're not
going to
come back and apologize.
No.
They're not going to see that they did anything wrong.
Exactly. They're not going to take a step back and be like, wow, this is exactly what I put them through. That was really shitty. Like, they're never going to have that come to Jesus moment where they're like, wow, maybe I'm
so
the problem.
wrong with this generation. I can step out of my own shit and somebody's telling me that I did something wrong, and I'll genuinely think that I did nothing wrong. But I can take a step back and put myself in that person's shoes.
And
be
realize
like,
where
you know
fucked
what?
up.
It wasn't a big deal to me, but it was a big deal to them.
Yeah.
So that's my bad.
I think, there's times in my life where I have thought that dating women has got to be easier. But
they're just as slimy.
I think, women are honestly just as bad, if not worse. Because you can't trust people. Women literally are just as bad. Because I could trust myself in a room full of dudes and not care about any of them, not engage with them. And then it's take the most important people in your life, put them in a room of people with the opposite gender. Do you think they could behave the same way?
No.
So it's it goes both ways. Men and women both just suck.
That's facts. And that's I get so irritated with the guys that come on my TikTok and they're it goes with, I'm fully aware that us women suck.
Yeah.
Fully aware.
Yeah, we do.
But I don't.
I feel like we're sitting here not all men.
Right? But it's I understand,
it's everybody. Everybody sucks to a certain degree. It's just...
You act right for who you want to act right for, and nobody wants to act right. And that's what's so frustrating, because and it's the people who, say that they want it the most, are the ones who actually do not, and are not capable of doing the things that they want somebody to do for them.
They want all of these people to be loyal to them without them having to maintain that same loyalty.
Yeah.
They want everybody to be in a relationship with them, meanwhile they're in a relationship with everybody. They want it to be an open talking stage, but they want you to be committed.
And then get offended
when you step back and you're this is not for me.
And I make it known. And that's where I annoy myself, because I have to make it known. Mm-hmm. I have to address the problem.
Uh-huh.
And I need to just step back and stop doing that, because there's no point in it. They don't care.
See, I've addressed the problem, and you see where that got me. I overthink things way too much.
I overthink.
Coffee mugs out of it, though.
What up, coffee mug? I hope you listen to this.
That's the funniest one to me, because that's the one time that I actually explicitly said what I was looking for, and you know what I got
from
out
the
of
get-go? A fucking coffee mug.
A coffee mug.
Fucking weirdo, bro. You're a weirdo.
My so-and-so went to Florida, and all I got was this lousy sweatshirt. That's what that feels like.
So-and-so didn't want a relationship, and all I got was this lousy coffee mug. I ain't got shit for for being treated like shit. I got babies. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your sperm.
Couldn't do anything during an entire relationship. But
I don't understand.
You got shoes after the fact, too, but it still wasn't the Nikes.
No, I bought those myself. Did I? Yes, I did.
You did.
I was wait, are those the ones I wanted? Yes, yep. 100%.
Those are the ones you wanted for your birthday, and you made it explicitly clear, and somehow Dingbat still couldn't quite reach it.
Which is so crazy, because I go all out for birthdays.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just... I feel like it's important. That's your one day.
Yeah.
Life is so shitty, and I feel like I try to make people's lives better. Mm-hmm. And I know if you're my exes and you're listening to this, you're going to say otherwise, but I'm not the problem, you are.
I mean, literally, it's facts. There's text messages to prove it. Please do not try.
I'm telling you what. This is the thing, is I never speak... Well, I'm talking a lot of shit right now, but I'm not joking, actually. I'm being serious. But I will never directly call somebody out unless I have full-ass proof on everything.
And here's the thing. Those screenshots go back to the very beginning. We don't delete anything. I've got all of your messages on Facebook. I've got all of your messages in I don't even care how many years you want to go back. I can
keep
back
everything.
Years. Exactly. So I don't even need a record of screenshots. I have entire conversations.
100%.
You're not going to say I said some shit I didn't say. I'll show you what I said and why I said it.
Exactly. And this is the thing, is I don't lie. So I'll show what everybody said.
Exactly.
And myself, and I'll say it again. Because I'm not losing shit.
Yeah.
I'm not the one lying. So, I'm just saying, before anybody tries to come for me on anything, if you've ever spoke to me, I still have our messages. And
Don't make the lion roar.
oh, meow. Pussycat, sit down. That's his new name. Pussycat.
Perfect.
I'm dead. I cannot. I don't know. That one's. Whoop.
I think
Listen,
a lot of
if
would
you
fix it.
ever donate your brain to science, please let me know somehow.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
We wouldn't believe it. It's all lies.
Facts.
That's fucking funny.
43%.
That 43% really do be kicking though.
At some point, we're gonna have to trauma dump all of our relationships.
Okay, guys.
Man.
Shit asses.
That's a wrap.
Thanks for listening. Catch you next time. We'll have video next time.
Yeah,
It'll be a great
we'll
time.
have to set that up.
Bye.
Bye.